going to talk a little bit about these two guitars.
Yeah.
They are both 4-string cigar box guitars, both tuned to a tenor guitar type tuning.
Right.
25-inch scale length on both of them, I believe.
Yes.
AJ's is tuned to what we've started calling, since you've been here,
kind of
Arkansas tenor. And for illustration purposes here, I've got a 6-string guitar. This is somewhat standard 6-string acoustic, tuned in the standard way, E, A, D, G, B, E, from the lowest pitch string to the highest. So AJ's is tuned basically to the lower pitched 4 of these. From your point of view, would be the left 4, E, A, D, G.
Yeah, so we get E, A, D, G.
Yeah.
Same
thing. Now mine, if you can hold that up for a second, this one is tuned to the right 4, the 4 higher pitched strings there, which is D, G, B, E. So basically, if you think about it, if there's the 6 strings on the standard acoustic guitar, his is tuned the lower 4, mine's tuned the upper 4 with two kind of overlapping in the middle there.
Yeah.
Now, why would you do this is a good question.
I get asked that all the time.
AJ, why do you like the lower?
The reason I like
tenor?
the Arkansas tenor was a lot of my songs that I was writing when I started doing this tuning were in kind of a country strum, or they had the country walk bass line to them, and the lower ones, the lower ones gave me my bassy, my low end string, and it let me use a lot of the chords that I already knew as a the little bit I knew about 6-string. I knew maybe 3 chords on a 6-string when I started building these.
That's enough for about 88% of country music.
I released a whole album, a whole album with them chords, and so I like the lower ones because I get that kind of bass, boom chicka boom chicka. I miss out a little bit in this tuning if a guy prefers to play high up on the neck lead blues parts that are usually on that E and B string. But my playing style is centered around this strum.
More rhythm.
Exactly, rhythm player. So if you're a heavy rhythm player, I would recommend the Arkansas tenor for you.
For jamming at campfires, sing-alongs, jam sessions, that gives that good rhythmic bassy thump. Now, the Chicago tenor, and we didn't make up that name, that's kind of the standard name for this DGBE tuning, that's higher. So you were just talking about having that high E and B string for doing leads, and I am not a lead guitar player by any stretch, but you get more of that trebly. So if AJ's playing the G, like that, you get that higher. If you're going to go on up the neck and do some lead work, you got that treble, you amp it a little bit, and you've got those strings you need. So these two tunings, depending on the music you want to play and what you're doing, are really great options for 4-string cigar box guitars. Because, like AJ said, and I've got a visual aid here, a couple of visual aids. This is, and it should look hopefully familiar to a lot of people, this is the chord chart or chord form for a standard G chord on a 6-string guitar, starting with the lowest pitch string here, the big wound E string, going up through the unwound high E string. And they show you where to put your fingers. Now, you can use these same chord charts, or if you already know the chords on the 6-string, all you do for Arkansas tenor, you look at these 4 strings here. You ignore these 2. So you're just looking at these 4 and these dots. With Chicago tenor, you're ignoring these 2 and just looking at these 4 strings and these dots. So you can either use existing guitar chord forms, or you can use, if you already know them, you're just like, so on Chicago tenor, G becomes a 1-finger chord there.
2 fingers on this one. I should add, I believe most chords would trum 1 or 2 fingers at this level. 2 fingers for a G, 2 for a C, 1 there for a
2
D.
for an A.
Yeah, 2 for an A, 2 for an E. Well, E's the only one that stays the same. You still do a full E.
Well, on this one,
yeah.
the D still stays 3
Right.
string,
Yeah.
but G's 1, C's 2, well, F is still F, but
But yeah, they can use a lot of the same chord forms. They can adapt what part of them they want to use.
Yeah.
A lot of the same riffs will work depending on what part of the neck they're played on.
Right.
It's a good way to adapt from 6-string to 4-string or vice versa.
yeah. So there you go, 2 pretty cool tunings for 4-string cigar box guitars. Now there are of course other tunings, open G. And
you can get all sorts of open tunings
of
at 4
open
strings.
tunings
Yeah.
that
And there's other tenor tunings similar to uke
C,
and whatnot.
G,
yeah.
D, A, all
Yeah.
sorts of wacky stuff. But these are 2 solid ones to start with, especially if you already know a little bit about playing 6-string guitar.